can heritage be a tool for inclusion and acceptance rather than exclusion? Andrew Arvizu of Patapsco Heritage Greenway tells us more. Arvizu is the Heritage Coordinator at the Ellicott City organization.
This year, Patapsco Heritage Greenway's annual Patapsco Days is commemorating the centennial anniversary of the 19th Amendment. Throughout the month of March, we will be working with our partner organizations to host over 12 lectures, tours, hikes, and more. As part of our commemoration, we have resolved to tell a more inclusive story of the history of women's rights. Traditionally, the story of women's suffrage has focused on the experiences of white middle-class women. While this story is important, we believe it is critical to attempt to examine the rights of all women. Bringing the legacies and stories of African American, Asian American, and Indigenous women to the forefront is our goal with this programming. Our opening event embraces this goal to expand the narrative by exploring the matriarchal society of the Piscataway people. We want to shed light on the women-led society that existed in the early modern era. Then, for the rest of the month, we will continue to examine new and exciting stories of our region's women, while providing a platform for inclusive history. Inclusivity is critical when considering how heritage has been used to shape our understanding of the world. For too long, the dominance of a select few narratives has silenced the lived experiences of our community members. Inclusive history strives to change this by bringing previously silenced narratives to the forefront. This is especially important when we consider the role that heritage plays in building communities. Heritage constructs a shared vision of the past and cements a region's identity. This regional identity has the power to bring communities together and inspire a sense of self within a broader historical context. It also has the possibility to exclude people by denying their agency in the region's past. When stories go untold or are overshadowed by other narratives, community members can struggle to fit their lives into a region's heritage. At that point, heritage becomes a tool for exclusion and privilege rather than inclusion and acceptance. This is why I believe that museums and cultural institutions must do everything in their power to include everyone in a region's identity. This cannot be done without examining the varied pasts of all of a community's members. Moreover, this will require critical reassessments of the dominant stories that so many hold dear. At the heart of expanding the narrative is allowing communities to speak, organize, and act for themselves. It is not enough to simply tell the stories of other communities. Instead, we strive to create a platform for communities to define their own past and, in turn, to shape their own place in our shared heritage and make the humanities work for everyone.
Programming for Patapsco Days 2020 is supported in part by a grant from Maryland Humanities. Learn more about Patapsco Heritage Greenway at patapsco.org. Maryland Humanities is a statewide nonprofit that creates and supports educational experiences in the humanities that inspire all Marylanders to embrace lifelong learning, exchange ideas openly, and enrich their communities. Humanities Connection is produced by Maryland Humanities for WYPR. For Maryland Humanities, I'm Phoebe Stein.